Hi everyone! So freestyle chess continues in Germany. Today I will show you a very interesting game between Abdusattorov and Carlsen. So actually freestyle chess is Fischer random and pieces on the last rank are randomized, as you can see. So let's jump into the game. Abdusattorov started with f4. Carlsen opened up the bishop with g6. We have g3, so nice position for these two bishops. Now f5 was played by Carlsen, and here already good move by Abdusattorov, a4. The idea is to push a5, a6 and try to open up position. So knight f6 was played, developing a5, and here Carlsen played move bishop to d5. So now Abdusattorov avoids exchanging this light square bishop with knight to f3. We have b5, and here en passant taking. And here already we have a decision with which pawn to take, with A or C. So Carlsen chooses to take with the C pawn, but now this pawn will be weak for the whole game. Actually, way safer was to take like this, and after knight c3, queen takes, rook takes, and game would be probably a draw. So here knight c3, attacking a bishop by Abdusattorov, bishop to b6. Yes, if bishop goes here, then knight b5 can be already a little bit dangerous. So after a6, we have this check. So that's why bishop to c6 was very good move. Now here Abdusattorov played queen to a2, very good move actually. The idea is to prepare a rook to a1, but also controlling of this diagonal is very important. Queen to b7 by Carlsen, rook a1, a6, so this pawn was under attack, but now notice this pawn on b6 gets weaker. Knight jumps in, so attacking here. And here actually Carlsen took the knight, but computer even suggests b5, though this looks kind of scary with knight to c5, queen to c7, and there's huge pressure on this pawn again. So bishop takes knight, we have queen takes, b5, and here check already, and king to a8. As you can see, king is a little bit weaker here, still in the center. Bishop to d4, bishop goes to a nicer diagonal, and here very good move by Carlsen, knight to e4. He wants to exchange his dark square bishop, so bishop takes, rook takes, and d3, very good move by Abdusattorov, kicking away this knight and opening a square for a king. So knight goes back, knight to d4, knight jumps into the game, queen c7, now we have to take, and king to d2, very good move, connecting the rooks, very practical. We have e6 by Carlsen, and here very nice move by Abdusattorov, c3. The idea is to play knight to c2, and knight can jump here on b4 and attack this a6 pawn. So king e7, knight goes to c2 as mentioned, rook has to defend this pawn, but now rook a5, the pawn is blocked, and white prepares doubling the rooks, and here knight to c6 actually wasn't the best move in this position. Here computer suggests d5, doubling the rooks, rook to c7, yeah, very computerish like defense, knight b4, doubling the rooks, now we take on a6, takes, rook takes, and b4. So idea is to go here with this check, but you know, very strange defense. Who would find that? It's humanly almost impossible. And rook can take here. But after knight to c6, of course, Abdusattorov took the knight. Okay, at least Carlsen gets rid of this strong light square bishop. dc, now we have knight to b4, attacking here and here. So what to do? King d6, defends the c6 point, doubling the rooks. The same goes for black. And here Abdusattorov plays the best move, knight takes a6. Let's consider what would happen if rook takes here. Now rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, knight a6, and here black can play knight there, and or even h6 is the best move according to the computer. I thought that knight g4 is kind of a threat, because let's say after h3, knight here, but now king e1, and looks like that black captured this pawn, but king to f1 and knight is stuck. But after this h6, black is totally okay. So taking with the knight was the best option. Now knight g4 anyway, we kick the knight, knight f2, h3, and here knight to h1. So what to do in this position? So the best move, of course, is just to take the knight. Rook takes, 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 and after h5 we are in the endgame. So very good move, h5, rook endgame. Though rook endgames are normally a draw, but not in this case. Rook takes, rook a2. Of course we have to defend here. Now Carlsen tries everything. He goes back, defend this pawn. Now e4, very good move. Pawns are advancing. We threaten e5. Rook g7. Now, of course, we have to defend this pawn. c5. Carlsen's plan is to play c4. King goes to the f3 square to defend this pawn, and a rook can enter in the game. c4, very good move. Takes, takes. Now we have king to e3. King goes there. King f3. Rook d7. So what to do here? We have to take. Takes, and rook to h5 attacks a pawn, and also threat is g4. Rook d3. King g2. And here after rook to d2, actually Abdusattorov blundered with this very natural move, king to h3. Better would be to go king to f3, and after this check we can go king to e2, and after takes we can take here, and actually white is winning in this position. So rook takes, check, king d6, rook e5. Now rook goes to help the king. Rook e4 here. Rook goes up. Rook d3. Now we take another pawn. So white is 2 pawns up currently, but now rook takes pawn. King goes to g4. King helps to support these pawns. Rook e3. Now we have check. King goes to c6. Rook goes here, attacking a pawn. And here Carlsen blunders with c3. So actually in this position the only move that draws is this king to c5. Rook d8, rook d3, check, and king goes there. So actually pawn is marching and this position is a draw. But after c3, the best move by Abdusattorov, of course, is f5. King c5. Now we go rook to d8. Again here check wasn't the best, but here king to h5. We have to be really careful not to go to g5, because after rook to c4, let's do this check, king d4, and here we have to check the king. We can even lose the game if rook takes here, king takes f6, c2, f7, and now black wins with a check. So that's why king has to go to h5, not to g5, like in the game. So that was very careful and good by Abdusattorov. So rook e5, now g4, supports pawn, king to c4, and here again very good move played by Abdusattorov, rook to d1. I even checked with the computer that rook to c8, normal check, is actually a draw. After rook c5, takes. Now all pawn advances, and after this check, let's say king b5, actually this is very hard to win, or actually according to my analysis it's a draw. But it might be also a win, but it would be way harder than this move after rook d1. So this is much safer and better. So c2, now rook goes in front of the pawn. King tries to enter, but now just king supports to advance the pawns. King attacks a rook, so we have to sacrifice a whole rook. King takes, now we push, rook e3, rook has to go behind, but black is a little bit too late to bring his king into the game. So g5, king d3, f7, pawns are marching, rook to f3, king goes up, king e4, g6, and after king to d5, actually, I think in this position, not king to d5, I think Carlsen resigned. So why he resigned? So let's do some couple of moves. So let's go here, but now we just promote here, here, and as you can see, black is a little bit too late to catch this pawn. So very nice game by Abdusattorov. He won the rapid event, so he was first. I think Carlsen was 5th or 4th. And tomorrow it's quarterfinals. I think Carlsen is playing Firouzja and Abdusattorov is playing Dean Cleveren. So it will be very exciting, and tomorrow it's classical control. So guys, thank you for watching as always, and please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.